I just finished work, man. It's a good feeling. So I'm just about to leave work. I'm going to go home and have a shower and a coffee, and then I'm going to debadge the RX8 and maybe do a bit of a engine bay shave, get rid of some of that insulation. So yeah, I won't bore you talking the whole way home. I might chuck you on a time lapse or something for the drive home, and then we'll get into it when I get there. Okay, so I'm home, but I stuffed around and wasted like 3 hours, so hopefully we can get this done. Sorry, we're in the shed and the lighting is terrible, but I'm going to sort that out in the very near future. Okay, so I've got an extension cord, which I need for the hairdryer. You'll see shortly. Some dental floss. Looking more like a beauty tutorial at the moment. And because I had no tools, because I lost them all when we moved, I got a new little, they're only cheap ones. This was only like 15 bucks, and these spanners were 10 bucks. So it's not bad. I mean, they're pretty crappy quality, but they'll do the trick for now. And I got a, what do you call them? Utility knife, craft knife, whatever you want to call them. And a knife to open the knife. And I got some brake cleaner for cleaning the glue off that's left behind. It should be right. I'll test it on a small spot first, but yeah, shouldn't affect the paint. And also I'll finally, after 6 months, I'll try to scrub this stuff off from where I removed them stupid little half side skirts. Okay, so hopefully the light's not too bad. I really shouldn't. I fluffed around for like 2 hours hanging out with the girls and having a shower and doing not much. How does this work? Okay. So I'm just going to heat up the badge to soften the glue behind it, and then I'm going to, I'll get my dental floss ready. Double up some dental floss and get it in behind the badge to pull it off without marking it as you would if you like used a screwdriver or something. Alright, so I'm going to do something to help it along, but if you do this at home, don't blame me if you scratch your paint, be very careful. I'm just going to get the knife in there and just kind of slit the sticky adhesive a little bit to help it start splitting. But yeah, do it at home, be very careful and don't cut yourself. Okay, so 2 lessons here. 1, don't try and use the hairdryer. Wait till you've got a proper heat gun. And use fishing line, not dental floss, because 1, it keeps snapping, and 2, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it actually like cut into my finger. That's why I had the gloves on, but I couldn't feel it because it's all calloused up from work. It's actually quite deep, but yeah, don't do that. So now you're like left with the glue stuff that you got to peel off. That's what the brake cleaner's for, to kind of break it down, and there'll probably be a bit of a shadow left but just next time I polish it, it should get rid of that. So yeah, I'll clean the rest of this off. I'm going to leave the rear badges until I've got a proper heat gun, and I might see if I've got enough time left to shave that engine bay, get rid of that ugly old insulation. So yeah, I'll clean this stuff off now, I guess. Oh, and also it's got these 3 little locator pins, so you will be left with some little holes in your bumper. So whether you're okay with that or not, you probably want to decide that first. Okay, so after a whole lot of picking that glue off, that's how it looks. You're left with these few holes. I managed not to chip any paint, apart from that was already there. But that doesn't matter anyway, because what I'll do is I'll use filler to fill these holes, and then just very carefully, without scratching too wide, I'll sand them flat, or even just try and make it flat from the get-go, and use some touch-up paint. It should look good. I know it's like, obviously now I'm stuck with these 3 holes, but I'll do it before and after so you can see. So I could probably sit it back there. Hopefully I don't get any glue on it. So, oh, I can. That's what it looks like with it. And without. I might just remove this side now because I'm impatient. I want to see what it looks like. If I've got enough time, I'll do it all, but if not, I'll do it tomorrow and carry the vlog on then. Okay, so I started, got that side and that side done, but you can't really see, and it's getting too dark for me to see down the back there, which is definitely the more difficult part. So I might just carry on tomorrow and I'll show you guys, but you can definitely get this far without undoing anything apart from these little thingies, if you're okay with cutting it and ripping it to pieces. Okay, so it's the next day now, and I was going through some of the footage. I was actually editing some of the footage from yesterday, and I noticed that in a lot of it you can hear me breathing like I've got friggin' emphysema or something, but I've actually just got a really blocked nose, so I apologize for that. I'm still recording on my phone, so it picks up a lot of that because the mic's crap, but yeah, I'll try not to sound like I'm making a porno or something. But yeah, I'm going to get back into shaving the engine bay, getting the last lat insulation out off the firewall, and yeah, I'll show you guys a couple of things, because I rip the stuff out on the sides, but you kind of got to be a bit more careful at the firewall, because my one, I don't know if everyone's is the same, but mine's got some of the wires and stuff running through the holes in the insulation, so you don't want to rip it out because you might damage the wires or whatever. So I'll show you guys that, and yeah, sweet. Okay, so I've got to remove the washer bottle and these 2 bolts here to get the stuff from behind that. I may have to undo these 2 nuts here which are holding this bracket to get it out from there, or I'll see if I can tear it. I don't want to have to go too crazy. And a lot of it's in behind all them lines there, so that stuff I'm not going to go to town with it. I'll just try and rip it out. Hopefully that works, and I'll have to pop this line off here to make it a bit easier to get out. And also there's some in behind my alarm. I don't think everyone will have this, but I'll have to take that out to get that bracket off to get the stuff behind it. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, before it gets too dark, that's it, all done. Too dark again. It's so filthy in here, but when I do the rebuild it'll all get cleaned up and look all nice and new. Yeah, I think it definitely makes a difference. It doesn't stand out as much with the grey. I've noticed with other coloured RX8s it stands out more when they get rid of it, but Still looks nice. Yeah, it's definitely pretty easy. There's a couple of horrible bits at the back to get out, but as long as you, like I said, as long as you don't mind ripping and tearing it, you get it out reasonably easy. The worst part was getting my immobilizer out. That bracket is a pain in the butt. So yeah, pretty easy if that's what you got to worry about. Oh yeah, a couple of random things I thought about while I was doing that before I forget. One, if somehow you found me before you found them, Mayhem Inc. Some other Kiwi guys who do some drifting. They did a pretty awesome looking Ebisu trip and stuff like that. Go check them out. They've definitely got some cool videos. I don't know them or anything, but it's cool to know there's other Kiwi guys who do this. So yeah, go check them out if you haven't. The other thing I was going to say is... Oh yeah, so the other thing I was going to say is, if you've seen it, I did that foam on the dipstick video the other day, and I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to suggest anything to you guys that I hadn't tested out, but I've been told to just drive it like I stole it. So I did that, and plus on top of that we had a couple of quite warm days. It wasn't cold for a few days, so I drove it like I stole it for like 3 days, and then checked the oil, and there was absolutely no foam left in there, like none, the oil was clean as. So make that what you will. And now we've had a couple of cold days again, and there's a bit of foam back, so it seems to be temperature related to me. And the other thing I was going to say is just thank you for watching my videos. I was thinking while I was doing this, like, genuinely how much I freaking love doing this, how much I love cars and drifting, and how much I can't wait to drift, and how freaking awesome it must be for the guys who do this as a job. Not as a job, job's not even the right word, just they make their living out of it. That would be freaking awesome. But yeah, just how much I love doing this, and thanks for watching my videos, guys. So I was trying to get that stuff off the side where them old side skirts were, and it's not working out. I don't think brake cleaner's the right for the job. I might have to get some actual glue remover. Yeah, so I think I'm going to pack up, edit this video, go inside, edit this video, and record some voiceover stuff for another video I'm making for you guys. And yeah, thanks for watching. As I was saying before, like, I love making these videos. I'm always trying to improve them and become better in front of the camera, because it's like I'm a natural introvert. This definitely doesn't come naturally to me. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.